Puerto Rico, mamá. Puerto Rico, mamá.
Now please welcome Puerto Rico. Representing Greenland, number 2, Nunu Lucasen. Number 3, Andrea Heilman. Number 4, Anya Heilman. Number 5, Ivana Minton. Number 6, Ivana Hall. Number 7, Aviana Carpenter. Number 8, Pilu Billy. Number 9, Josephine Godfather. Number 10, Christina Landry. Number 12, Rena Warrington. Number 13, Evelyn Björk. Number 14, Catherine Nicholson. Number 15, Sandra Foster. Number 16, Libby Lee. Number 17, Luke Hampton. Number 18, Barbara Geisler. Team officials for Greenland, Aku Kretzman, Anders Chris, Doris G, Eva Lupais. Representing Puerto Rico, number 1, Pizza Escobar. Number 2, Adriana Cabrera. Number 5, Natalie Ceballos. Number 6, Sheila Hidalgo. Number 8, Joan Nevada. Number 11, Alain Benitez. Number 12, Rosanali Carrastillo. Number 13, Yomar Ortiz. Number 15, David Maldonado. Number 16, Suheili Soto. Number 17, Erika Graciano. Number 18, Ciris Garcia. Number 21, Natasha Escobar. Number 22, Zuleika Fuentes. Number 23, Isabel Rodriguez. Number 24, Robelis Ortiz. Team officials for Puerto Rico, Denise Santiago, Camilo Esteves, y Ángel Sola. Technical officials, referees from Mexico, Juan Cova and Omar Alcalde. Technical officials, Alejandro Martinez and Jugomira Jose. And IHF, NACHC, Alejandro Martinez from Mexico. Please stand and remove your hats for the national anthem of Greenland.
All right, happy August 24th to everyone out there watching this matchup between Greenland and Puerto Rico. My name is Brian Cawthorn, and that is not important. What is important, though, is that this is a preview of tomorrow's gold medal game in these 2021 North American Caribbean Handball Confederation Women's Handball Championships. One of these two teams is going to end up going to the World Championships this December in Spain. Will it be Carlos Nunats? Will it be Greenland? Will it be Puerto Rico? We're not going to find this out today, but we will find this out tomorrow. Today, if this were a boxing match, this would be the first round. They're going to feel each other out. They're going to throw some jab punches, maybe hide their strategies for tomorrow, maybe test some strategies for tomorrow, maybe finalize their lineups and rotations for tomorrow. Should be interesting to see how both of these teams come out and play in this match, knowing they have to play each other again tomorrow with the tickets to Spain on the line. Greenland and black, Puerto Rico and red. Both of these teams are undefeated so far, 2-0. Both of these teams, as the buzzer sounds, with victories over Mexico and the United States, who we'll see in our nightcap tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. But first, we've got this matchup between Greenland and Puerto Rico, and it looks like Greenland's going to start with the same lineup mostly the same lineup they started most of this tournament. Looks like we've got Ivaldi Berge, Ivaldi Berge, number 13, Ivana Holm, number 6, Anja Heierman, number 4, Andrea Heierman, number 3, Josephine Gadgard, number 9. It looks like Sandra Rotberg is going to start in, as she usually plays as a defensive specialist, and they are starting on defense. It also looks like Puerto Rico is going to start their veteran lineup, their standard lineup, at least not in goal. We've got Natalie Ceballos, number 5, at center back, number 17, Erica Graziani at right back, Janine Maldonado at right wing, Sheila Gerardo at left back, number 6, with the ball right now. Zika Fuentes standing next to her, number 22. And at pivot, number 18, Ciris Garcia. All right, ball's been checked. Wax has been applied. We're going to see the first move of this matchup here from Puerto Rico. I believe it's going to start from the left. Come here, pivot out to Ciris Garcia, over the right to Graziani. Graziani back to Gerardo in the middle. Gerardo goes in for herself, gets it to the Ceballos. Ceballos is through. Goal! Scored by Natalie Ceballos. And the first connecting jab has been made by Puerto Rico here.
So Puerto Rico, number 5, Natalie Ceballos.
Gadgard, quick pass to the wing. Hammond can't do anything with it. Fouled by Sheila Gerardo. Looks like Greenland's going to start this movement with a pivot out. Cross from the left. There it is. Ivana Holm at the Gadgard. Mikkelsen down the middle with some pace. Couldn't make enough space there for herself. Gadgard, Mikkelsen, Gadgard, Berge, quick pass to the ring. Can't control it. Passive play is up. Berge for herself. Shot is off target. Ivaldi Berge. And Puerto Rico's coming back quickly. We've got a turnover there by Puerto Rico. We might have a player down right now for Greenland. Yeah, it is number 3, Andrea Heilman. He's being looked at right now. I didn't see what happened. She gets a hand up from Puerto Rico, and she's going to have to sit out a couple of possessions, 3 possessions, actually, because that's the rule. And Catherine Lang will check in for her. I'm sorry, that was Ivaldi Berge, not Andrea Heilman. My apologies. All right, we got an empty cross on the right side. Lang on the left side, though, goes in for herself into the pivot. Pivot gets the ball out, earns the 7-meter. Does Ivana home. And checking in to take this 7-meter for Greenland is number 7, Aviana Kajamat. Save! Roxanati Carrasquillo. And if this is the first round so far, Puerto Rico's landing the body shots. Ceballos, Gerardo. Can't find Fuentes. Get it back in the middle to Ceballos. Graziani. All right, pivot out, cross. Now over to Gerardo. Skip past to Maldonado. Not a lot of space there to create. Ceballos. Another skip pass over to Salico Fuentes. Salico Fuentes sends it in near post on Greenland. 2-0. 3 minutes passed so far in this first half. Christina Lange now is in at center back. Mikkelsen with pace. Back to Lange in the middle. Lange tries to break through herself. Can't do it. Met by Graziani and Ciris Garcia. Think about it again. They'll try something else here. Ooh, Gaggard almost ran out of options there. Lange now back over to Mikkelsen. Pass behind the back to the wing. And Andrea Hellman can't finish it off. Puerto Rico going the other way now. Sheila Gerardo. Can't. So they're going to try and go with pace anyway. Graziani gets through. Save. Rena Lorenzen. And we've got to break the other way. And a goal scored by number 4, Anya Heilman.
Number 4, Anya Heilman.
And Greenland scores a point. Gets on the board finally to start this game. Greenland staying back mostly in a 6-0 here. Pivot out, Ciris Garcia, empty cross from behind. Gerardo moves to the middle with some pace. Graziani now coming to the left, met by Sandra Rotbug. Plays for Nickel being Falsta too. Quick start in there into the pivot, Ciris Garcia. They're going to give a 7-meter. Saying that the defender was wasn't necessarily inside, but wasn't exactly doing what she was supposed to do there. Save! Rena Lorenzen and Erica Graziani, and a rare feat does not convert the 7-meter for Puerto Rico. Mikkelsen. Gadgard. Lange left side now making some movement, met by Graziani. Lange. Back to Mikkelsen. Met high by the Puerto Rican defender. And Graziani makes the stop again for Puerto Rico. Sandra Rotbug is staying in on offense. That's not a normal occurrence here for this Greenland team. Shot by Mikkelsen, saved by Carrasquillo. Greenland, Puerto Rico's trying to do a secondary break here. Elizabeth Rodriguez can't get anything done. Natalie Ceballos will slow things up for a second. And they'll think about things with this Puerto Rican team. Elizabeth Rodriguez now in at left back. Cross to Ciris Garcia coming out from the pivot over to Graziani. Over Elizabeth Rodriguez in the middle. And earns a yellow card. Yes.
Sandra Rosberg.
Yeah, Sandra Lopberg with the yellow card there. Pass into the pivot. Sirius Garcia. She finishes.
Go Puerto
7
Rico.
minutes
Number
passed so
18,
far.
Sirius Garcia.
And Puerto Rico's been the sharper team. All right. Puerto Rico's now player marking Catherine Lang out. They're forcing Greenland to play 5v5. Not so much anymore. Pass to the wing. Heinemann to Heinemann. And Anya Heinemann could not get it on target. Ceballos. Looks like they're doing a bit of a line change here by Puerto Rico. Adriana Cabrera checking in at right back right now. Should be her first touching the ball this game. Passive play is up. And they're going to call it. That's passive play. Too many passes there. That's a turnover for Puerto Rico. And Greenland's coming back the other way. Gadgard, quick pass to the wing. Wing does not think she has a shot. They bring it back around, slide it down. They're going to slow down here for a second. Santaropo is going to sub out. Nini Valleberga is going to check back in. Good to see that she's okay. And Puerto Rico is going to play or mark. Berga out. Quick pass to the wing. Heinemann can't do anything with it. Brings it back around. Mikkelsen with lots of space. Give it to the wing. It's right there. Spoiler, she didn't give it to Ling, and passive play is up. Heinemann breaking through, earns the 7. That's Andrea Heinemann earning the 7-meter for Greenland. But you know, someone who's played with a lot of wings, if the wing is open, give it to the wing. Instead, Kathleen Mikkelsen will score the penalty herself.
Go Greenland. Number 14, Kathleen Mikkelsen.
Zafuika Fuentes is going to take a quick breath and take a break for a minute. Puerto Rico's not going to attack until number 24, Robelis Ortiz, checks in the game for the first time, gets a first touch on the ball. Cabrera, Ceballos, Elizabeth Rodriguez. Back over to Cabrera. Ceballos now, right side, looks for Maldonado. Maldonado with no space. Back to Ceballos, skip pass to Ortiz. Ortiz back to the middle to Cabrera. Puerto Rico can't make any space, and they lose the ball there. The turnover. Greenland can't break. Puerto Rico is back quickly, but Greenland is going to try and move with some pace here. Nothing doing, nothing done. Ivalo Berge will slow things up as Sandra Rotberg heads to the bench for a quick moment. Ivana Holm is back in at pivot. Puerto Rico trying to force this Greenland team play 5v5. Mikkelsen, Gadgard. Gadgard tries to go in and gets a free throw for a ref. It's fouled there by number 11, Alanis Benitez. Ivana Berge receives the ball there. Gadgard into the pivot. Ivana Holm gets it, shoots, earns the 7. Good 2v2 play there between Josephine Gadgard and Ivana Holm. And Kathleen Mikkelsen seems to be one of the Greenlandic specialists for the 7 meters. Burries.
Go Greenland. Number 14, Kathleen Mikkelsen.
Her second in 3 attempts from 7 meter. I'm sorry. Her second in 2 attempts from 7 meter. I can't count. Over the Cabrera. Cabrera over the wing to Maldonado. No space there. Ivana Holm saving out. Greenland's asking for double dribble. Not called. Elizabeth puts it just wide of target. Elizabeth Rodriguez. And Greenland's coming back the other way, trying to move with some pace here. This Puerto Rican 5-1. Mikkelsen, Gadgard with space. Gadgard scores.
Go Greenland, number 9, Josephine Godgard.
And just like that, Greenland has the lead. But it's a long game still. 17 minutes and a lot of seconds left to go in this first half. Cabrera, Ceballos, Rodriguez, pivot out. That's Alanis Benitez. Here comes Cabrera, and they've run this movement a lot. Ceballos on the right side gets it back. Long pass to the wing. No room to attack. Met and fouled by Anya Heilman. Maldonado goes in for himself. Going to say no advantage there from the contact. Puerto Rico will try it again. This by Rodriguez in the middle. Side shot. Save. Rena Lorenzen. Puerto Rico gets back relatively quickly. Ivana Holm checks in to take her spot in the line. Puerto Rico is going to cease with the player marking, play back into a high 6-0 here. Ivella Berger left side, Mikkelsen finds Gadgard on the right. Back to Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen looks for the... Ceballos looks for the bars. Instead, she's going to get a talking to for simulation, not a yellow card. Just a talking to. Mikkelsen. Berge can't control the ball there. Gets it back. Pass to the wing. No space there. Mikkelsen tries to skip past it. It is... Refs say it is off a Puerto Rican player. Puerto Rico is wondering, what? Passive play hand is up. 6 passes. Berger only needs 2. Ivali Berger gets on the board for her first goal of this one. And Greenland's leading 5-3. Sheila Geraldo checks in at center back. Calls the play, calls the movement. Empty cross there to the right. Geraldo's going to play right back right now. Cabrera. We're about to see some movement here. Greenland is extending their 6-0 up to the 9-meter line right now. Geraldo has the pivot, gets it to her late, but she still gets it, and she scores. Alanis Benitez gets on the board for first goal of this game.
Puerto Rico, number 11.
Gadgard looks, finds the space, makes some space, scores in the space.
Number 9, Josephine Gadgard.
And we're halfway through this first half, and the score is 6-4 in favor of Carlis Nunat. Remember, this is not the gold medal game. That is tomorrow. These are just the early rounds. An appetizer. Fuentes, Ortiz, Geraldo, Cabrera, Geraldo, Benitez. Zico Fuentes with some space, finds a lot of space, a lot of contact, no foul. Save from the shot there from Adriana Cabrera by Rena Lorenzen. Quick foul there from Jeannie Maldonado to stop any option of a Greenland break. Greenland's still going to try and move quickly. They find Kenyan Mat. And Avian Kenyan Mat scores her first.
Number 7, Fabiana Carpenter.
Geraldo. Pivoted, positioning the pivot, Alanis Benitez. Telling her switch sides. Be ready. We're going to try some wing around movements. It's not coming. Fuentes on the left side. Skip past to Cabrera. Cabrera tries to go in for herself. Can't do it. Fuentes with space on the right. No foul. Rico Fuentes is wondering where the foul is. But nonetheless, it's Greenland's ball, and they're doing a huge line change. Right now, checking in for the first time this game is Nunu Marie Lucasen and Pinguac Arvile. And right after those players came into the game just for a few short seconds, they'll have to go back to the bench and think about it because Greenland has called their first time out of the half. 7-4 is our score. 12 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this first half. All right, we're back. Thanks for sticking with us through that timeout break. 7-4 is our score. Greenland in black, Puerto Rico in red. Greenland with the lead. Pilunguac Vele loses the ball. Turnover there. Puerto Rico trying to break. Rico Fuentes 1v1. Save Rena Lorenzen. And they're going to say she was in 7. She got the rebound. That is Rena Lorenzen's 5th save so far this half. And Greenland's going to go 7v6 on offense. Berge, Mikkelsen, Vili. Berge now in middle to Mikkelsen. Met almost immediately by Alanis Benitez. Berge loses the ball, gets it back. You can stand up, that's fine. That might have been a travel, no call from the rest. Finds Nuno Marie Lucasen on the broken play.
Number 2, Andrea Hyman.
Yes, the goal there was scored by Nuno Marie. Was scored there by Nuno Marie Lucasen. 8-4 is a score. Maldonado, Hirado, Fuentes, Ortiz. Back to Hirado. We're going to see the movement. Now pivot out there. We're going to see an empty cross there. Cabrera in the middle. Doesn't go in for herself. Zico Fuentes is looking to go in for herself. Left to right. No space there on the right side. Hirado will bring it back out. Try and find the pivot. Can't do it. Fortunate, but Greenland's defense is showing they're up to the task right now. Good pass into Sandra Rotberg, but a even better save there from number 1, Kitsa Escobar. All right, the Puerto Rican backs are complaining about something there. I don't know what, but they're going to keep playing. They're going to keep going. They're going to try and get a goal back right here, right now. Fuentes, wing around to Ortiz. Ortiz to Hirado in the middle. Pivot around to Benitez. Cabrera in the middle. Cabrera to Hirado. Not a lot of penetration here so far, but they are making a lot of movement. Maldonado, swim move, shot! And Jalene Maldonado with a great individual play there to bring one back for Puerto Rico. Inside 10 minutes now in this first half. Score is 8-5. If these teams have a secret plan for tomorrow's gold medal game, they have not. shown it yet to my estimation. Back with the action. In the wing. Shot there from Greenland. Just a bit outside. Puerto will come back the other way with some pace. Fuentes thought she had some space to penetrate there. Couldn't do it. Almost loses the ball in the pass. But Roberlis Ortiz secures it. And you know what? Puerto Rico's bench has seen enough. They're going to call a timeout. And think about this one for a bit. 9 minutes and 1 second left to go in this first half, and the score is 8-5 in favor of Greenland. I'll let you know. I'm not going to tell you. I am not telling you on air. I hope there are no more of those comments. All right, timeout's over. Talk has been had. Puerto Rico has something they want to run here. Natalie Ceballos is back in at center back. Zico Fuentes to her left. Eka Gaziani to her right. Going to try a ring around play to number 8, Joanne Vergara. By the way, passive play is up. Let me get back to that. Shot through the middle. Save Rena Lorenzen from the shot there from Zico Fuentes. And Greenland's ball. Berger, Mikkelsen, Piroek or Vili. Berger from 9, save made by Zugeli Soto, right to Nuno Marie Lucasen. And Greenland will try again. Vili, Mikkelsen, Berger. Going to gain some pace here in the backcourt. Berger tries to skip pass to the wing. Does not happen. And it's Puerto Rico's ball. So while we're here, while Puerto Rico's setting up this next sequence of moves, very late, happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños to Joanne Vergara. She had her birthday at the beginning of this tournament. So happy birthday to her. Maldonado lifts and scores. But it looks like number 12, Rena Lorenzen, is down and is going to need some medical attention. She landed rather awkwardly trying to make that save. And now she's being looked at by the team official. Jillian Maldonado, while Rena Lorenzen's being looked at, Jillian Maldonado was having not the best shooting performance this tournament. But in this game, she's starting to make her shot. She's 2 for 2 so far. In comparison to the earlier games. Against Mexico, she went 2 for 6. Against the United States, she went 1 for 4. If you can do math, that's a 30% shooting percentage coming into this game. And my colleague here is telling me if that for Puerto Rico to have a chance here, they need her to get hot for this game and the next. And so far, she's done that. Vili on the right side tries to go in for herself. I thought she had space, did not do it, passes it off. Mikkelsen left side, she's got space. Kathleen Mikkelsen scores it.
Go Greenland.
And that's
Number
a
14, Kathleen Nicholson.
and that's a relative rarity for this tournament. Kathleen Mikkelsen, scoring from open play. But she extends Greenland's lead to 3. Maldonado, Ceballos, Graziani in the middle, met by Rothbug. Does get the pass off, but it's behind Zalico Fuentes. Puerto Rico to gain some momentum again. Ceballos back to Graziani in the middle, forces her way in, earns the free throw. Fuentes, Ceballos with the shot, tips, corner throw. Graziani will control it. And Nelly Ceballos is being marked out of the action. 5v5 action right now. Zico Fuentes tries to go in for herself, puts it just wide of target. Nivi Floyd is checked in goal for Greenland, while Rena Lorenzen is being checked out.
I didn't notice her checking in.
Oh, yeah. Lieke Front Hansen has checked in now for the first time this game for Greenland. She's being marked out of the action by Robles Ortiz. 5v5 here going the other way. Shot there from Kanyamat, blocked by Puerto Rico. Eka Graziani there on the block. Puerto Rico's got to move forward quickly, or the rest are going to call passive play pretty early on into this offensive sequence. Nelly Ceballos being marked out of the action by Pilunguac Arvili. She's trying to make space for herself on the left side here. She goes into the line, tries to get the ball on the line, can't do it. Greenland forces the turnover. Lieke Frank Hansen has Nunu Marie Lucasen wide open for the fast break goal.
Number 2, Nunu Lucasen.
Not what Puerto Rico was looking for there. But they know Natalie Ceballos is the engine for this Puerto Rican machine. They've got to get her in the action. Puerto Rico's not marking her out of action right now. It's going to be a straight 6-0. Nothing fancy defensively here from Greenland. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Graziani puts it high, off target. And it's Greenland's ball, checking in for the first time that I've seen, at least for Greenland. Number 18, Girak Ingeman Geisler. And unfortunately, her and Pilunguac Arvili could not connect, and the ball's turned over. And it's Puerto Rico's ball, and Graziani's ball, and Ceballos' ball, Elizabeth Rodriguez's ball. Maldonado. Back to Graziani, tries to skip past, gives it right to Puerto Rico, but there's a 2-minute penalty on the line. Ivan Manke.
2-minute suspension.
Oh no, it was after the turnover. Okay. I thought it was Puerto Rico's ball, but no, apparently the violence came after the steal. Puerto Rico's wondering what's going on. Why is this not Puerto Rico's ball? But the refs say this was after you throw the ball away. It's Greenland's ball. And Greenland's going to pull their goalkeeper right now, play 6v6, Girak Geisler in as the offensive specialist at center back. Geisler over to the wing to Kanyamat. Can't find any space. Greenland's playing 5v5 effectively. Rothbard can't do much of anything. Now this is the tallest player in this tournament, fouled by the shortest player in this tournament. Lots of space there on the right side, but Nuna Marie Lucasen can't pull it off. And Girak Geisler gets to the bench quickly so Nivi Floyd can check back in and goal. Skip pass to the wing. Joanne Vergara can't put it on target. Little high, little high. And Puerto Rico's had chances that they just haven't finished in this half. If you're going to shoot on target. Puerto again marking out like a Frank Hansen. Another unforced turnover there. Pilunguac-Arvili threw that one little high, even for me. Graziani over to the wing. Maldonado's going to try and actually nothing. They're just going to set up an offense. Quick pass into the pivot. That's going to be an automatic 2 minutes for Sandra Rothberg, and I'll explain why in a quick second.
Because it's a stupid rule.
2 minutes suspension for number 15, Sandra Rothberg.
With 1:27 left to go in this half, Sandra Rothberg will set the rest of this half in the first 33 seconds of the second half. She intentionally stuck out her foot to try and deny a pass to go. It's an intentional football. If you're coming here, it's your first time watching handball, you come from soccer, think of it as a handball in soccer. An intentional striking of the ball with your foot is an automatic 2-minute suspension. And that's what she's got to think about now as Puerto Rico plays 6v5, pivot out. Almost stolen by Pilunguac-Arvili. Deflected out of bounds, could not control it as we're at 53 seconds left to go in this half. Puerto Rico's trying to get one good offensive sequence here. Passive play is up. Maldonado passes off target. Puerto Rico's going to have to make some action here. Natalie Ceballos makes some action here. A slight shimmy, a slight shake, and the space is wide open for her to score. We've got a stoppage of play here with 23.2 seconds left. Looks like it might be a legal substitution. And it is a legal substitution by Greenland. 2-minute suspension for Giderick Argeisler. She stepped in.
For number 18.
She stepped in a little too soon before Nevi Floyd was out of play. Too many players on the court. And now Greenland's got to finish this half 6v4. 15 seconds left to go here. Greenland's got a chance for one shot. Maldonado will take it. Maldonado is in fuego. 4 seconds left to go in this half. Chance for one last shot from Greenland. They will just let the time run out. And that's the end of our first half. Score is 10-8 in favor of Kalit Nunat Greenland over Puerto Rico. Looks like we're heading to the second and third and fourth rounds of this 12-round knockout affair. And we'll be back with the second half in about 14 minutes and 44 seconds, give or take. Thank you. Back.
Thanks, classic classic. He's a Brian Cothorn fanboy. You gotta bet.
tell you later.
Back to the go out room and get Karen.
That will help you. Go for it. All right, folks. As soon as we can get this clock set to 30 minutes, we'll be back with the with these. My apologies, everyone. The clock is set to 30 minutes. We're going to come back now with the second half of action here between Kalit Nunat, Greenland, and Puerto Rico. Greenland leading 10-8 at the half. And if you're just tuning in, this is not the gold medal game. That will be tomorrow. This is more of a feeling out process, the game before the game. Greenland is down 2 players. They've pulled their goalkeeper to start the second half, playing 5v6 offensively right now. Lang in the middle to Frank Hansen from 11. And that's her first goal of the game. She did not play much in the first half. Puerto Rico should have a chance here to counter pretty quickly, although one player has come back in. They're 6v5 now. Puerto Rico definitely has a player advantage. Elizabeth Rodriguez, Sheila Gerardo in the middle. Cabrera. Zico Fuentes there at left. Cias Garcia out. She's lost the number. She's number 18 though. Cabrera over to Gerardo. Over to the wing. That is Joanne Vergara. Gerardo in the middle to Cabrera. Cabrera over to the wing. That is Fuentes. She puts it in off the post. And Zuleika Fuentes gets her second goal in 6 shots. She's got to finish 2 for this Puerto Rican team. And anyone who follows Puerto Rico knows she's capable of it. Puerto Rico's pulled their goalkeeper, Nivi Floyd. Rena Lorenzen had an injury in the first half. Puerto Rico now going 6v6. Catherine Lang, Laka Frank Hansen from 10 again. And scores from 10 again. Oh, that's a very violent push on the pivot. Cias Garcia. Refs are going to allow this to play on. Gerardo. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Cabrera. Greenland not extending far out from their 6-0 here. Not trying to show too much of their strategy for tomorrow. Ooh, bad passer. Can Cabrera save it? About to see a hand go up, maybe. Puerto Rico with some sloppy passes. Broken play. Gerardo tries to save it. It is off. A Greenlandic player. And it's a corner throw, but the technical director's talking about something, sees something. Alejandro Martinez of Mexico. And he's saying that Cias Garcia has to come off, and that's an administrative yellow card for the Puerto Rican bench. This yellow card. Not exactly sure what that's regarding. It could be the fact that I don't know what that's regarding, but she's going to she voluntarily took herself out. She did not have to take herself out, but well, she did. You know what? I don't know what happened. That's the safe thing to say. Shot from Ciudad Gerardo, blocked by Greenland. Greenland breaking quickly. Save! Oh, you can't celebrate too soon. Can't celebrate that soon. Zugeli Soto and Aviana Kanyamat makes her pay. Cabrera in the middle, pivot out, quick pass to the right back. Sheila Gerardo tries to go in for herself, makes some space for herself, earns the 7-meter. And taking the 7-meter is Sheila Gerardo. Nevi Floyd got a hand to it, but not enough to keep that out of goal.
Puerto Rico, number 6, Kayla Hidalgo.
And it's a 3-goal game. Early in the second half here, so anything can happen. Lange, Geisler, Frank Hansen. Lange on the right side, met by Fuentes, over to Lee. Nuno Lucasson finds the pivot. And Ivana Manke gets on the board. 14-10 is our score. Catherine Lang cheating out on the left back for Puerto Rico, number 23, Elizabeth Rodriguez. Rodriguez going left to right, cross to Adriana Cabrera. Sheila Gerardo, oh, she got hit high. We're going to see at least a 2-minute penalty here. You can't wrap up around the head or neck area. And that's going to, and Sandra Ropa is going to have to think about that one for a while. This is
suspension for number 15, Sandra Ropa.
This is Sandra's second 2-minute suspension. One more, and that's the end of her day. Pass over to the wing, and Joanne Vergara nails it.
Puerto Rico, number 8, Joanne Vergara.
Now, last time Greenland was down a player, they took out their goalkeeper. They're going to do it this time. Gerek Ingeman Geisler checks in. It's offensive specialist. Puerto Rico's cognizant of Like Frank Hansen, number 17. They try to get her the ball. That's stolen by Joanne Vergara. Empty goal. Just shoot it. Okay.
Go Puerto Rico, number 8, Joanne Vergara.
You don't need to complicate things with an empty net. If you got the shot, shoot it. And Joanne Vergara had the shot. And eventually Joanne Vergara shot the shot. And because of that, this lead is now down to 2 for Greenland. And now Joanne Vergara is stepping out, trying to play her mark like Frank Hansen out of the game. Stolen! Oh, that's a very violent stop there from Gerek Ingeman Geisler, and she's going to sit out for 2 minutes. And that is her second 2-minute suspension. Oh, yeah, and a penalty shot because she had a clear shot on goal. It was a fast on an empty net. It's a penalty shot. And thanks to that goal from Sheila Gerardo, it's now a 1-goal game. Greenland not taking a timeout here, not trying to mitigate the momentum end game. 5v6. Puerto Rico extending very, very high. Lange in the middle. Lange finds Nuno Marie Lucasson on the right side. She puts it high. Rebounds into play. Puerto Rico secures it. Puerto Rico's running. It's 6v4 for the next few seconds. Over the wings, Alico Fuentes save. Nevi Floyd. And Nevi Floyd will take a seat again, and Catherine Lange will check back in. It's 6v5 right now. It's 6v6 right now. Goalkeeper is pulled. Greenland is still down a player. Lange, pivot out to Manke. Over to Pilungwakvili. Cross court pass. Finds Lange on the left side, left back. Gives it across to Like Frank Hansen. We got a stoppage. We got a 2-minute penalty there for Zalico Fuentes, defending the face.
Number 22, Zuleika Fuentes.
And now the teams are effectively even. Greenland's pulled their goalkeeper, so they have a player advantage offensively. Frank Hansen. Langa. Back to Frank Hansen. Wing is open. Aviana Kanyamak with the lob and the score.
Go Greenland, number 7. Aviana Kanyamak.
And I believe Greenland's going to become even. Yes, they are even right now. Sandra Rupa has checked back, and she's going to have to behave if she wants to stay in this game. Adriana Cabrera, right side. Elizabeth Rodriguez, left side. Pass to the pivot. To the wing. Gerardo in the middle. Elizabeth Rodriguez back to Gerardo in the middle. Over the Cabrera. Pass is not on target. Greenland's ball. And being down a player means Puerto Rico cannot mark like a Frank Hansen out of this game. Frank Hansen, left side, over the Catherine line, breakthrough, goal scored there by Christina Langa.
Go Greenland, number 10, Christina Langa.
My apologies. And momentum that Puerto Rico had to start the second half, I feel like it's out of the building now. And they've got to try and get something going down a player. Natalie Ceballos can't control that pass. Brings it back. They're going to start over again. Ceballos in the middle. She has the wing. Great pass. Great move there by Alanis Benitez. And great vision there by Natalie Ceballos to find that pass. And Puerto Rico still in this as we are with 40 minutes have elapsed. And Puerto Rico is now even. And now that Puerto Rico is even, that means Leica Frank Hansen has been marked out of the game. Langa in the middle. Met very well by Erica Graziani. Mikey, wing is open. Kanyamak, that's too easy. That's way too easy.
Go Greenland, number 7.
And Puerto Rico trying to move quickly. Rodriguez tries to find the pivot. That's off somebody's, there's a foul. There's a free throw. I believe a part of a jersey has been lost, but Alanis Benitez has scored her third.
Go Puerto Rico, number 11, Alanis Benitez.
Greenland not breaking quickly. Puerto Rico trying to extend their defense a little bit. Lying, set shot from the middle. Save! Histza Escobar. Ceballos calls the play there. Watch the pivot, number 11, Alanis Benitez on this play. She's going to come out, receive the cross, gives it back to Graziani. Second cross here, third cross here. Graziani back to Ceballos, tries to break through herself. No call, says the ref. Rebounds right back out to Puerto Rico. Elizabeth through, scores.
Go Puerto Rico, number 23, Elizabeth Rodriguez.
Pretty stuff there from Puerto Rico, and it's a 1-goal game. Ivana Manke checking back in at pivot. We have not seen a lot of Greenland's normal pivot, number 6, Ivana Holm, in this one. They may be saving her for tomorrow. Vili, Geisler, Manke, lying in the middle. Tries to go for herself. Pass was a little wild. It gets it to the wing. And Nuno Marie Lucasen can't finish it off. Puerto Rico moving back with pace. Ceballos defended high. Puerto Rico going to keep going. Shots off the post there from number 23, Elizabeth Rodriguez. And Greenland's ball and slow down a little bit. We might see them run their typical play here. Coming from the left side. Watch number 5, Ivana Mike. Actually, watch number 7, Kayama, coming in as the second pivot. Lying into Geisler. Tries to find the second pivot. Defended pretty well by Puerto Rico. Kitsa Escobar touches the ball out over her line to ensure that it is Puerto Rico's ball. Well defended there by Puerto Rico, and it's not Puerto Rico's ball. And they're going to try and tie this game up right now. Pivot out. Oh no. Unforced error. Unfortunate turnover there from Natasha Escobar. And Greenland is breaking. Meinke with the lob.
Greenland, number 8, Pilu Ville.
And just like that, after that turnover, Natasha Escobar went right back to the Puerto Rican bench, grabbed a giant amount of resin, made sure her hands were coated with it, tested the ball with it. She's good to go. She's saying this won't happen again. She won't lose the ball like that again. Let's see. Puerto Rico trusts her. I think they trust her. Fuentes, Ceballos, Gerardo in the middle. Back to Natalie Ceballos. Tries to find the pivot, I believe. Loses the ball. I'm not sure what's happening. They're going to say the offender, that's going to say she was inside the 6, or at least Fuentes was inside the 6 before going to retrieve that ball and gains an advantage. It is Greenland's ball, regardless of what the call was. And Gierek Geisler is calling the, never mind, it's a timeout for Greenland.
Timeout requested by Greenland.
15 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in this one. Greenland up by 2. All right, timeout talks have been had. I can see our Mexican referees wanting to get this one going again. We're going to get this one going right here, right now. Greenland testing the resin on the ball, adding some more. They're ready to go. Geisler, Ville, Geisler in the middle. Line being marked out by Maldonado. Geisler on the right, I'm sorry, Ville on the right side. Fouled by Sheila Gerardo. They're going to give 2 minutes to Sheila Gerardo. She complained for a second because she didn't feel like she did anything wrong.
2 minutes suspension for number 6, Sheila Hidalgo.
But you can't really talk yourself out of a 2-minute penalty. I've tried. Trust me. Greenland now with a player advantage. Long. Geisler in the middle. Wing up. That's Kanyan back to Geisler. Skip pass over to Nuna Marie Lucasen. The wing is there. They don't find the wing. Puerto Rico defends it well. That's the second time I feel like Greenland's had a wide open pass to a wing, and they just haven't taken it. Puerto Rico's Kitsa Escobar will sit out for a second. Joanne Vergara will check in at left wing to make this offensive sequence a little more even. 6v6. Ceballos. tries to find Fuentes, but the defense from Greenland is extending rather high. They find Maldonado. Maldonado. That is her first miss of this afternoon. After starting the first half 3 for 3. And Greenland's got a chance to add to this lead of theirs. Pilunguak Vili. Geisler. Lang. Find Kenyan Matt. Lang goes in as the second pivot. Pass to the first pivot. Meinke sends it in below the keeper and in. Ivana Meinke with her third.
Ivana Meinke.
Goalkeeper pulled again for Puerto Rico. They're going to play 6v6 offensively. Ceballos tries to find Graziani. This Greenland defense is extending rather high the last few plays. And Puerto Rico is going to take a second to think about that and work on a way to defend this sort of, well, attack, excuse me, this sort of thing. 12:49. 12:49 left to go in this one. Greenland up by 3. Coming up after this game in about, I don't know, 45 minutes, we'll have John Ryan on the call for the United States versus Mexico.
Somebody was saying that the winner of this qualifies for the World Championships. I was going to tell you, but then I said, well, maybe they better if I just type it.
All right, timeout is over. I am back. My name is Brian Cothorn, and I am from Baltimore, Maryland. Feel free to come and visit if you'd like. This is the final game in the group stage for Puerto Rico versus Greenland. The winner, these two teams will play again tomorrow, and the winner of that game tomorrow will qualify for the World Championship. As Natalie Ceballos almost turns it over. Joan Vergara saves it. Graziani now on the right side. She's going to go in for herself. Barging, no call. Shot is wide of goal from Puerto Rico.
How in the hell would they think you're from Puerto Rico?
It's Greenland's ball. One of the Greenland defenders was holding her wrist. I believe it was Aviana Kajamat, but she seems fine and ready to play, so they're going to keep playing. She's tough. She's a handball player. Mikkelsen, Lang. Thought Lang was going to attack there. Instead, pass is thrown right to Natalie Ceballos.
Puerto Rico, number 5, Natalie Ceballos.
And I feel like I've said this, Natalie Ceballos does not miss. That's her third goal of the evening. Vili. Lang. Mikkelsen out right back. Vili going in for herself. Cross the line. Well, crosses now to Lang. To Vili. Pass to the pivot is blocked. Tries to pass it to the wing, and that's another turnover for Greenland. And a turnover right back. Hate to see it if you're a fan of Puerto Rico. And it's Greenland's ball going the other way. Mikkelsen met by Geraldo. No call either way. Not much contact there. They're just going to play on. Greenland's called pivot out from the left there. It goes to Menke. Menke gets it to Wheelie. Cross the line in the middle. Met by... Oh, no. We've got a 7-meter throw there earned by Lang. And we've got an injury for Greenland on the other side of the floor. Looks like after the save, Joan Vergara and the player who's down for Greenland right now locked legs. And she's being looked at. I'll get you a name as soon as I see who it is. I believe this may be number 2, Nunu Marie Lucasen, who is down right now. (19-17) is our score. 10 minutes and 28 seconds left in this one. I'm going to reiterate, this game today is not for the spot in the World Championships. That will be tomorrow's game between these two teams, which we'll have for you right here tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time. 4 p.m. Alaska time, I believe. I don't know the time in Japan. Either way, doesn't matter. Save Kitsa Escobar, her 3rd save of this contest. And Puerto Rico is going to try and make this a 1-goal game again. This game has been close. Starting from late in the first half, when Puerto Rico made a quick comeback on Greenland. And this lead has not been large since then. Line. Mikkelsen. Not much happening there. Greenland will try again with a second offensive set. We're going to see. Watch Ivana Mainke. She's going to come out here from the pivot. Crossing with the pivot. There it is. Puerto Rico's ready for this next pass. It goes back to Lang. Really has to take that pass from way out. Lang met space on the left. Kanyan Mat the lob this afternoon. And it's a 3-goal lead for Greenland. Cabrera, Gerardo, Fuentes, over to Maldonado. Cabrera in the middle, tries to find Zico Fuentes, passes low. Greenland almost had a turnover, but instead they knocked it out of bounds, and it remained to Puerto Rico as though nothing happened there. Maldonado. Passes off target. You got to make your passes on target. Never mind. Sheila Gerardo with a nice set shot to make this a 2-goal game.
Go Puerto Rico. Number 6, Sheila Hidalgo.
As we near 8 minutes left in this contest. Both teams want to put on the best possible performance for this one. No barging in, offensive call. Ref is saying get up. No simulation there. Greenland throws it right to Maldonado. Another turnover. By my count, that is their... I'll get back to you there. Never mind. Adriana Cabrera scores. 14th turnover, I believe, for Greenland in this one. Hasn't been a big turnover discrepancy. Puerto Rico, by my count, has 12 turnovers of their own. And it's a 1-goal game. Really. Mikkelsen. Mainke out. Fuentes makes Vili pick it back. Lang down the middle. Lang gets it back to Vili. Gonna bring it around the perimeter here. Lang tries to find Mikkelsen. Puerto Rico's up to it. They're defending heavily here. Willie to the corner to Hireman. Hireman saved. Roxanali Carrasquillo, her 3rd save of the evening. Cabrera thought she had space. Doesn't attack it quickly. Unforced error by Puerto Rico. Another foot fault. And it's Greenland's ball.
Team timeout requested by Greenland.
Greenland will use their third and final timeout here. 6:36 left to go. This one could get close. Excuse me. This one is close. This one could come down to the wire.
You know, I'm not sure, you know, because it comes a little bit late. I didn't really see it, but I wasn't watching super close to either.
Yeah. Oh.
Like I said, this is, yeah, the players out there, they're playing hard. You can see that. This is just pointless. They shouldn't be. It's hard to psychologically do that. But honestly, if it's the fourth game in 4 days, and our team will be the fourth one, why would you?
Yeah.
Maybe because you haven't played so many games anyway, so you're still trying to shake off cobwebs.
Exactly. And yeah, it's good to get rid of the bench sometimes.
You can have that conversation with yourself.
Yes, I can.
And we're back. Vili, Mikkelsen, Langa. Greenland has pulled their goalkeeper. They're playing 7v6 on offense right now, trying to get something going against this Puerto Rican defense that has stepped up in the last few minutes. Sandra Ropa gets the ball in the pivot, scores it, and extends the lead to 2. Sheila Gerardo's getting some advice, some instructions from her bench. These two teams are playing hard right now. I do notice that both, like Frank Hansen and Natalie Ceballos, two players to watch on the respective teams. They're not on the bench here at this critical time, on the court here at this critical time. Gerardo to Cabrera almost loses the ball, saves the ball. Maldonado, right wing, brings it back. Cabrera fakes, goes left, gets some space, breaks through. Nevi Floyd can't hold on to it.
Go Puerto Rico, number 2, Adriana Cabrera.
And it's a 1-goal game again. Puerto Rico needs to stop again. Greenland's pulled their goalkeeper again. 7v6, 2 pivots on the line. Wiltberg and Meinke. Long attacking through the 2 pivots. Lots of space there. Can't put it on target. Puerto Rico tries to score from distance, and they do. Nevi Floyd can't get back in time. It's deflected off a Greenlanded player and wrong foots Nevi Floyd, which is unfortunate. Great shot there from Sheila Gerardo. And remember I kept saying it's a 1-goal game? It's a 1-goal game. It's a 1-goal game. It's no longer a 1-goal game. Greenland still 7-6. It's a tie game now. Steal Puerto Rico. Steals Rico Fuentes from 20 meters out. Wide open goal. And if my memory is correct, from the first time since the score was 4-3 early in the first half, Puerto Rico's got the lead. And no sooner does Puerto Rico get the lead than Greenland brings in like a Frank Hansen, plays for Nickelbeam Falsta and Denmark. Immediately marked out by Janine Maldonado. Mikkelsen going right. Vili back to Mikkelsen. Frank Hansen's got the ball in the middle, tries to lob it, can't find anybody. No goal. No goal there. Sheila Gerardo tried to pass, missed the target, tried to shoot, missed the target, almost turned into the passes Rico Fuentes, couldn't get the ball off the post. Greenland's ball. They're still 7v6. Ball to the wing. Goal scored there by number 4, Anya Heilman, her second.
Number 4, Anya Heilman.
With 3 minutes left to go, this is either team's contest here. Either team's game. And Puerto Rico is going to use their last timeout of this matchup. So you got a really good offensive sequence here and practice something they can maybe, possibly use tomorrow. And in case you're just joining us for the first time and this is your first handball game ever, where have you been the last month? Where have you been the past week? But thank you for joining anyway. Just going to let you know this right now. Once that clock hits 0, this game is over. There is no overtime. There are no penalty throws. This is a group stage game. You want a game that will need a definitive winner? You hate ties? Come join us. Same time tomorrow. Well, around the same time. Central for the bronze medal game between the United States and Mexico, and 7 p.m. Central for the gold medal game between Puerto Rico and Greenland. But first things first, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Puerto Rico's ball. Got Rico Fuentes in at center back. Maldonado at right wing. Cabrera Fuentes. Fuentes looks to make room for herself, can't do it. Cabrera finds some space, gets a shot. No foul, off the post. Greenland's ball. Greenland's moving quickly. Frank Hansen, Kayama, there's space at the pivot. Bug over the keeper.
For Greenland, number 15, Sandra Rothberg.
And Sandra Rothberg gives Greenland a 1-goal lead again. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. Puerto Rico's got to answer. Puerto Rico wants to answer right now. Natalie Ceballos still on the bench. But they've got a lot of talented play. Including this center back, number 22, Zalica Fuentes. Number 6, Sheila Geraldo. Quick pass to Fuentes. Fuentes makes some space, shoots around Nevi Floyd and in. And it's a tie game. 100 seconds left. Like it, Frank Hansen from 9 meters. Too easy. Too easy for Like it, Frank Hansen. And Puerto Rico's got to find a way to score again. 1 minute and 16 seconds left to go here. Maldonado, Fuentes. Ball into the pivot, number 21, Natasha Escobar. Free throw given. We enter the final minute of action. Greenland content to get a stop here. Very content to get a stop here. Fuentes here. Over to the wing. Can't hook up with Maldonado. 15th turnover of the game here from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's going to need a stop here. Get any chance of a victory. And Greenland's pulling their goalkeeper. Mikkelsen is in. Kayamak with space. Kayamak scores on the wing. Ivyana Kayamak with her 6th. Greenland's up by 2. Sheila Geraldo set shot. Save Nevi Floyd. Greenland will put a cherry on top. No, they won't. Lika Frank Hansen. Save. Never mind. Kanyamat with one last goal. And Greenland will win this one 26-23. Enter the gold medal game undefeated. But they'll play against this Greenland team, which didn't show everything they have at their disposal. That should be a good one tomorrow. Join us then. But before you join us then, join us in about 30 minutes for the United States versus Mexico. John Ryan on the call. My name is Brian Cawthorn. Thanks for watching.